What's going on, Scorpio? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support is just amazing, Scorpio, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. Now, the theme of this week's monthly spread is a new one, Scorpio. We're doing a planetary energy spread. I figured every time that the sun enters a new sign, we'll just talk about where the energies are at and just how we can work with them, Scorpio. Should be a good old time. I've worked out at least a few kinks with Leo and Cancer, so lucky for you, you're getting a more fine-tuned version, so lucky you. And then, just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space, so cleansed. Gems, extra lovely. Why this extra, Scorpio, I'm not sure. But just good energy all around here. All right, Scorpio, so I don't know if you can see here, but I got some oracle cards laid out, and these are each of the signs that a planet is in. So I'm going to pull an oracle card for each energy here. We'll talk about each of the planets and each of the signs, and then we'll get some tarot to how we can get more information on how we can work with this energy. But just a couple of things. Just so you all know, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings. So apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And then if you're curious about the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for all of them down in the description box below. So definitely check that out if you're interested, Scorpio. But let's get some oracle cards here. Oh, look at you. Aries on the first pull here with the Aries card. I'm with it. Sag. Okay. All right, well, let's start talking about some of this energy here. So the Aries is throwing a mad party, Scorpio. Let's talk about that first. Because I'm not including the moon just because I talk about the moon on one of my other channels, but just so you all know, when I'm recording this today, the moon is in Aries right now, the sun is in Aries, Mercury is in Aries, Jupiter's been hanging out in Aries for like the last year, so it's just been a big old party, and I get why, because Jupiter throws the best parties. But with the sun entering Scorpio, wouldn't that be something? With the sun entering Aries, this is the beginning of the zodiacal year. And this is like, spring is here. This is like we're getting out of hibernation, and this is the time where just like life begins again, and this is a time to be, full of optimism and enthusiasm and freshness and just growth. Scorpio, this is an exciting time to just do whatever it is, to rise up and to just take charge. It's a great time for just, coming into leadership and just really anything that you've been wanting to get off the ground, Scorpio, whether it be a business, whether it be a hobby, whether it be maybe travel. You got this map card here, which we're going to talk about in a second. But whatever that's looking like, be bold, be brave, be courageous, take this opportunity, work with all this heat there, Scorpio, because with Mercury being in Aries, and the sun will be in Aries until the 19th of April. And now then with Mercury being in Aries, Mercury just entered Aries not too long ago on the 18th of March, and will be in Aries until the 3rd of April. And with this, our thoughts and how we communicate is going to be fired up. Everything is just like really cranked up the heat in Aries energy, Scorpio. So this is something too, if you've wanted to, if there's like, for example, maybe if you're thinking about there's like someone we may have a crush on that we want to talk about, or, been meaning to kind of build up the courage to say something, great energy for it. If you've been wanting to ask for that promotion, whatever, Scorpio, make that business deal, this is the time. The thought process, the communication, it's bold, love this innovative energy. And then with Jupiter being in Aries Jupiter's been in Aries for the last year and will be in Aries until the 15th of May. And with Jupiter being in Aries, you've probably hopefully have noticed that you're have been having more innovative ideas and that your intuition has become sharper, and this is, like I was talking earlier, this is an opportunity to let go of like any sort of past limitations that you may thought that you've had, or maybe people have maybe told you that you've had, and come up with some new innovative ways. This is a great energy too, Scorpio, while we still have, at least, with Jupiter kind of in Aries for a little bit longer. Jupiter really favors the bold at this time, and this is great energy for kind of self-teaching or learning, picking up new skills or even refining the skills that you already have. But Jupiter is going to reward those who take those bold actions and try new things, just really working. We're about to get into this, but even looking at all your oracle cards, it's nothing but fire. You got literally two of Aries, one Sag, one Leo. So let's see. We got one more that we're going to get. But, in Aries for the win. All right, this is going to be a hot time for you, Scorpio. Let's get into it. Because let's start. Okay, so we covered Aries. So your oracle card that came along with this is the map card. And with the map card, this is a card of exploration, finding your way, locate, unknown destination, new territory, lay of the land, plan, prepare, chart a course, read the signs, figure it out, directions and new perspective, Scorpio. And come on, with where this energy is at right now, Scorpio, absolutely. We're going to talk about it a little bit later, but with Pluto entering Aquarius, this is a time to journey into the unknown, to try new things, to see where that Pluto entering Aquarius. This is a star card here. Woo, we're going to talk about this. But this is a time to try, really get outside of your comfort zone, Scorpio. Really try something different. And, if we're feeling stuck for inspiration, or, been feeling kind of in a rut or anything like that, with this map card, Scorpio, it might be something to think about for you to maybe consider possibly maybe changing our locations, as far as like maybe you want to move to a different part of town, maybe you want to move maybe even across the street, maybe you've been eyeing this place and something's finally opened up, or maybe you want to move to a new city, new state, new country even, This is the time to really kind of think as big as you want and to just journey. I feel that even, Scorpio, even if this isn't like a big move like that, maybe this is something where we might be thinking about changing jobs possibly. Maybe we're thinking like you've gotten as much as growth as you can from this current place, and maybe you're thinking about moving on there. Or when we were talking about that promotion, maybe we're thinking about exploring what does it look like, me as a supervisor, me as a manager, me as a CEO. This to me, I mean, just as we're going on this journey, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger as we talk about it. This could even be too, just maybe even going on a road trip, or maybe going hiking, going camping, going just like if you haven't gone anywhere for a while, maybe you've been kind of cooped up in your place, maybe even just as simple as getting out and about more, Scorpio. But I feel like it's time to just get to broaden your horizon. When we talk about that with Jupiter, really Jupiter favors expansion and travel and all this stuff that this third card of Aries here is embodying. And the fact that the Aries card came with all this Aries energy, and there are cutting out the moon. I'm mainly talking about 3 planets, the sun being a luminary, but the sun, Mercury, and Jupiter being in Aries, 3 here, all this synchronicity. There's potential, Scorpio. Let's talk about some tarot. Because you got the star card here. And the star is innovative energy. This is Aquarius card. This is thinking outside of the box. This is journeying to the unknown, maybe shaking things up. If something has gotten stale or whatever, you see this woman here, she's making her worlds. At this point, she's just like, where do I want to live? Oh, I don't know, let's just make it. Like I want to live in this space, and then she just manifests whatever she wants. She's literally creating nothing from something, or wait, you know what I mean, Scorpio. But this is a time, I feel that if you were to just kind of shake things up a bit, Scorpio, maybe even like on your, let's say for like our daily commute, you know, maybe if you have like a set way of going, taking a different direction, you know, going somewhere completely different. If it's going to add on more time for your commute, and, you know, log in time for that, Scorpio, but give it a try. Who knows what perspectives might come your way. The star card also can be a card of unexpected help. So you never know who you're going to run into on your adventure, Scorpio. But it's, again, we have to get that exposure and start getting out there and make those connections, you know? Because with the, let's start talking about the lovers. A lot of air energy up in this little pocket here. But even just thinking about that, air energy is very thoughtful energy. You know, they deal with the mind, and this could be something, Scorpio, even broadening your mind. You know, maybe this is something about journey, like learning new skills, maybe looking into, oh, I don't know, Scorpio. This is, what do you want this map to look like? How do you want to create this world here? But I do feel that this is something where we're going to need to connect with ourselves. You know, this could be a very potentially kind of spiritual time for you as well, Scorpio, just because the lovers is like a connection with higher self. Every time the lovers pops out, it's kind of like, I feel like it's your higher self kind of winking at you and just saying like, hey, when's the last time that we got in touch here? Where are you at? That I'm feeling kind of antsy, Scorpio. Aren't you feeling it too? Don't you want to see something new out there? Let's go trailblaze. Oh, let's go trailblaze. You know, with the see how this is opening up, Scorpio? You could be in a place where maybe you're about to lay down foundations for something new. You're breaking new ground. You may be on a roll for like a new discovery. Maybe you've been working on like an idea for something for a while, and you're like, there's no way, this seems kind of crazy. You know, I'm not like, no one else is doing something like this. And it's like, Scorpio, if that's the case, that's perfect. Because if no one else is doing it, then that gives you a chance to get in on this and create something new, to create a new map, create something that no one has ever seen before. Scorpio, I'm so excited for you. Your map is just, you just developed a country in like what, 12 minutes? This is fantastic. But what else? The lovers is also a choice, Scorpio. The lovers, the nice thing I feel too is that higher self does, even when, you know, higher self is reaching out to us, you know, this it is a reminder that we do have the freedom to pick which direction that you want to take. Higher self, I feel like, really just kind of like lays out the options, and it's just like, what sounds good, you know, what's resonating with you, and it's just like, you know, like, do you know, when we just explore the paths and see where it goes. But Scorpio, I do feel like that there's a choice to be made. There's time. It's time for a change, you know, the time to work in something different, you know, because you got the Two of Disc here. And yeah, this is, of course, it's got the, you know, change on the bottom here. But I do feel that this is working with what new opportunities are getting to come your way, Scorpio, and get ready to embrace the change that's coming your way. This is going to be a great time, when I was talking about spiritually, to really kind of find yourself. And that could be really too, you know, we could be just mapping within, Scorpio, you know, really getting in touch with who you are, where you want to be, where you're at in life. You know, we got, you know, this week just alone is going to be, you know, madness, you know, not madness, but it's going to be a lot of shifts going down. And, you know, this is going to be a time to really, you know, reflect and figure out what is it, how do you want your new world to be. You know, that we're in a time where there's the only thing that is, it's just like nothing but potential right now, and opportunities, and we want to make the most of that, Scorpio. So it's like, you know, what do you want to just manifest, you know, more? Ooh, let's see what else we got here, Scorpio. Okay. Oh, come on, Scorpio. Weren't we talking about discovering yourself? You're getting ready to go. Here you are, death card, your card. Oh, come on, Scorpio. Oh, yeah, this just, if not by the time that the sun enters Taurus, Scorpio, just maybe just sometime, let's say even like the next 6 months, I feel that if you were to just get out and go, just kind of get out, change your environment up. And again, this doesn't have to be like a permanent move, but just like, I feel that there's you going on a journey, and I feel like a literal kind of like adventure or exploration or something, I feel like is going to maybe provide a peace that maybe if we've been going through a transition here lately, it's going to find that's going to be like, I feel like a major piece that's coming into the mix here, Scorpio. But this is really kind of epic. I There's going to be some mad growth here, Scorpio, and I feel like really face that with enthusiasm. Go, go, go. Go and don't look back. See where it takes you, and just kind of go where the crow flies. That's because there's something here. I feel that higher self is really trying to get you to unlock, some new skills, Scorpio, and yeah, something dope's about to go down. So brace yourself. I'm pumped for you. All right, now let's get into the next. Yeah, we're good here. Yeah, let's get into the next energy. So next off, which is very interesting that this card actually got in this pile here, because you got Taurus. So good. There's an interesting party that's happening down in one of the Empress's home, because Venus is the Empress, and Venus just entered into Taurus. She just got home not too long ago at about, I was gonna say about what time? she got there about 6:45. Now she got there on March 16th, and she'll be kicking it in her pad till about April 10th. So this is a nice time, even with all the, kind of maybe craziness with like the banks and things along those lines, because Taurus energy deals with like the finer things in life. It can deal with security, sensuality. It's persistent, very elegant energy, but definitely can deal with our money as well. But Venus in Taurus is good energy if you have any sort of issues in love, and that can be in like romantic relationships, familial relationships, friendships, however that's looking, or in money. This is a good time to bring all of that out in the open and deal with this stuff, Scorpio. Tap into that transformative energy and let's do some detective work if there are any issues that are going down, and let's figure out how we can adjust this stuff, how we can get things back in order, because that's where Venus, when Venus is in Taurus, that's where she likes it. She likes her place in order. See, we don't like, like all kinds of madness going down. But also, this is a good time if we happen to be looking for love. This is a great dating time, or time for dating and courting and all of that. Just because, Venus in Taurus, it's very romantic, very sensual energy right now, And it also, the biggest thing that I really like about this energy is it gives us a chance to, or it invites us to slow down and just really be in the moment, because Taurus energy, where sure you can look at it as materialistic, but I feel like it's more than that. They just really appreciate the finer things of life. If they're going to do something, they're going to enjoy it, make sure that they're getting the fullest out of this. And that's where I feel like, Venus is inviting us to really indulge in the moment and just, be present, whether it be in like rich conversation, or with if you got enjoying, be more mindful during our when we're eating, just enjoying the flavors, the aromas, just all those reactions, just Venus. But really, this is good that she's gotten home here, because Uranus has been having a wild party in her house for like the last, I want to say, like, how long is Uranus in the sign? About 7-ish years. But Uranus is going to be in Taurus for another couple of years. It'll be there till July 7th of 2025. So it's kind of settled in, and we're really starting to, I feel like, really feel the effects of this energy, with everything going down. Uranus is a planet of change and of revolutions, and with him being in Taurus, this is really kind of shaking our foundation financially, material possessions, and it can even affect our self-esteem, because when we're not feeling secure, it gets us in this place of doubt. We can, start worrying, maybe getting a little reactive, making like knee-jerk reactions. But Uranus doesn't do this type of stuff to just shake up things and, just throw us off balance. It's to Uranus comes in when there's something that's not working, when this is like, oh, this it's time to change this up, but not like in a way, just like literally, not just cuz. It's like, this is no longer working, and it's time to come up with some new ways of doing things. And that's where Uranus is coming up with a new way of thinking about our finances and our housing, our relationships, all of that. Because you've noticed, housing stuff has changed, probably been a lot of changes on the stock markets. But really, as chaotic as Uranus can seem, it really is trying to promote growth. And I really appreciate what card popped up here. Now we're going to get into the Oracle card, because you got the dice card here. This is the second card of Sagittarius, more heat, a part of your fire month here. But the dice card is gamble, taking a risk, maybe traveling, luck, so luck's on your side. I could do this all day, Scorpio. Playing games, chances. Okay, chances, what is it? Chances are roll with it. I'm thinking that's what that's saying. Random results, win, loss, uncertain outcome, playing the game, potential, fate, what happens next. And I feel that this is the time. Wow, this is the time to take risk. But I don't feel that, with this dice card, I don't feel like it's one of those risks where it's like, we're just blindly going into stuff, Scorpio. It's taking a risk on things that make you happy, things that fulfill you. Because when we do that, Scorpio, we get 10 of Pentacles. We get rewarded in all sorts of ways. Abundance comes to us. Abundance is more than just, just money. When we're thinking about the Pentacles, or that's what I meant to say, that Pentacles is more about money, which abundance too. But with the Pentacles, this can deal with our security, maybe being stable there, feeling like that we have like a place to come home to, or, like at least a foundation, making our health, our it really encompasses a lot of things. And Scorpio, because you got the 7 of disc here, one of Taurus's cards, Saturn in Taurus. And, we might be feeling restricted at this time. We may feel that maybe we can't do some stuff that we enjoy right now. Maybe we want to travel, but we have like other financial things that we're dealing with. Maybe in the past, maybe there was some kind of weird gamble that we took, and maybe that resulted in some sort of, because this is a card of failure, maybe some sort of setback, whatever that might be looking like, Scorpio. But this situation right here, whatever went down here, this past mistake, or there's a lesson in this. This is not meant to just keep you down, where yes, it may not have felt good or still feel good. You might still be, correcting something that a loss possibly that has gone down here. But again, when we learn from this mistake and we try again, Scorpio, and try it differently, come at it from a different approach, that's when we start really getting towards what we really desire in life. For example, let's say if we had like a business fail, maybe it wasn't could have been like a money thing, could have been a whole number of things. But, I'm just thinking with this Ace of Cups here, it's like, was our heart in it as well. I feel like this is a time, this failure here, this seven of disc, is a great time to reflect on. It's one thing, I feel like, if you had all the resources, everything was fine, it was taking care of you on the financial side and all of that. But it's like if you found yourself working crazy hours, or, not taking enough time to travel or treat yourself, or maybe spend time with loved ones, whatever that looks like, this is a time to to guide your dreams more towards that balance, Scorpio, and then take the risk on that and see where that takes you. Because I feel that if our destination on our map is fulfillment, happiness, joy, and we start putting our energy towards that, then that's what we're going to get back in return. This failure that went down here, that may have been that Uranus energy saying like, yo, because it's not even like, let's say, for example, what failed was something that we were passionate in, then it may not have been the fact that your passion is something that we need to change. It may just be how you're going about it. Like if let's say you're a teacher, but you love teaching, but maybe the structure of the system is not how you want it. So maybe you open up your own private lessons. Maybe doing something along those lines. Maybe become like an independent. I'm not sure how that works, Scorpio, but that's just one example. Another, maybe if you're like a mechanic, and you love working with cars, but maybe the being in a shop is not your jam. Maybe you need to branch off. Maybe start doing your own little shop, or maybe doing some art with it. Maybe making transformers, however that looks, Scorpio. But this is a great time, I feel like with Venus being in Taurus right now, to really kind of get our stability back. And that could be, Scorpio, maybe even if we've been, because maybe even the Seven of Pentacles, in attempts to try to find this stuff, maybe we've just been kind of back-to-back fails. This could really be a time, I'm thinking, with this map card. If we're feeling stuck, if we're feeling lost, the best way is to get out of that energy, is to change, even like in our own safe space. If we've been steeping in Seven of Disc for a long time, and we still haven't found that result. Even something as simple really is just like, walking around the block, maybe even, or just like, just getting out of that same type of energy helps you find new opportunities, new risk, potentials, but it's up to you. What happens next? Do we want to be a little more cautious and maybe try, however it looks, Scorpio, more? But I do feel that this could be a good time for you to really get some stability back just all around, and really do some good self-care, this is, because that's really actually quite powerful with oh, okay, we're keeping that one. Oh, okay. Hey there, Wheel of Fortune. And you know what, Scorpio, with that, what happens next? That's what I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is saying anymore. Because look at how abundant this little pocket is right here. You're really lining up with the energies. Of course, look at you making all this money up in the Empress's house. Like, come on. I feel with this Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio, you're at a new cycle here. We're all getting ready to, it's like a generational shift is getting ready to happen. There's so much freshness that's getting ready to go down. Where do you want to be in life? This is the time to take control of the wheel and to shape your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune, that fate, that destiny, all of that is determined right here in the present. We look to the past to navigate through the present, or, to build our stuff in the present, and then we get to enjoy the future that comes our way. But it's taking that action, Scorpio, and figuring out what's next? What does that look like? What steps? And you don't have to get this figured out overnight, Scorpio. Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. But it's just getting you in the ideas. Even if you just like jot down a little idea, step away from it a second. Just maybe just throughout the week, throughout the month, however that looks, and just see how those ideas piece together, and just do like a checklist. Where am I at? Are things on track here? And if we're seeing some signs, Scorpio, learn from this, where things are starting to where things are looking a little precarious. Let's get on that. Let's be proactive. Let's start getting ahead of this stuff here. Now, all right. I feel like that's good there. Next, we have Cancer's card, and Mars, one of your rulers. And I think I told you this, Scorpio. Your rulers are doing. Oh, Scorpio. Oh, hold on, Scorpio. That just. I feel like we talked about this on your last reading. Both of your rulers are doing some big shifts this week. I'm saying no wonder all this big energy is coming in for you. You going through it, Scorpio, in the best possible way. Because here's the thing, let's talk about this next energy. Mars is going to be moving into Cancer on Saturday, the 25th, and will be in Cancer until the 19th of May. And this is an interesting placement for Mars, because Mars is, normally real hot energy. And so to come into Cancer, the energy is going to be a little watered down a little bit. And it's going to be a little more kind of emotionally fueled, a little more family driven, a little more, I don't want to say that Mars isn't thoughtful, but a little kind of like there's going to be a little more pause, just because with Cancerian energy, it's one of those things that if you don't feel, my son's in Cancer, it's like if there's not that like emotional connection, that real resonance that's going down with whatever action that we're doing, it's most likely that it's not going to get done. And it's, Cancer is an interesting cardinal sign. We're very much fueled by our feelings, but we're sensitive but sensitive. You know what I mean? And that's where our intuition is. But it's like finding that balance in interpreting what the emotions mean and where they're trying to guide you. And this is a time to be mindful of your emotions, Scorpio, which, being a water sign, that definitely helps. But this is a time too where emotions might run hot. If there's something that we are very passionate about and maybe it comes under question, or however that looks, just energies might be a little more emotional at this time, or at least they're just more emotionally fueled. So just something to be mindful of with this energy, with Mars moving like that. But look at you are going to be a leader, because really you are building up to just something spectacular, Scorpio. You got the flag card here, and the flag card is achievement. So look at what we've accomplished. Wheel of Fortune. Recognition, I see you. Overthrow, success, victory, winner, conquest, mastery, bragging rights, carry the day. Plans are coming to fruition, and King of the Mountain. Look at you standing on top of your mountaintop with that flag, so proud. I love it, Scorpio. Yeah, look at you, Queen of Wands. Absolutely. Oh, and how lovely, little Cancerian energy. But, Scorpio, Aries energy, more heat. And Scorpio, the Queen of Wands, she's a bold, confident, adaptable figure. She's the queen's. She's the watery part of fire. The queen's representing water, the wands representing fire. So she comes in when she's inspired. She really is embodying Mars and Cancer energy, I feel like, very well. When she's inspired by something, she goes at it with an enthusiasm. And if there are roadblocks and things around, little hurdles and things along the way, she can adapt to that. She gets creative. She works with the energies. But this is something, Scorpio, that we have to believe that we can do this, that this change is, that we can be the winner, that we can succeed, that we can overcome whatever, adversity might come your way, while you're going through this transformation. Because Scorpio, Three of Cups, you got more abundance. There's going to be plenty to celebrate. I feel like during this month for you, this is going to be a really time that I feel like if you're not even like coming into like a leadership role, like, like a literal role, I feel like you're just gonna be more in charge, or just more in tune with who you are, and feeling just more confident in the energy that you have here. Because you see these flames, most people probably look like, girl, you gonna put them flames out? What's going down here? She's just like, nothing's going down. Everything's going perfect, because that's how I planned it. That's how it orchestrated, or how I orchestrated it. The Queen of Wands she's a very powerful queen, and being, one of Aries cards, she's gonna bring in Scorpio. I feel like if you're not going to inspire others, which I feel like you going through this transformation will be inspiring one, and you could, maybe you want to write something about how whatever this journey is, but this could be something too where it's just like you could be, I just see you becoming just like an amazing leader of your life, and feeling on top of the world, but just like in a sense of like, you just like, I feel like just finally, kind of like coming into your energy and really being comfortable with yourself, and I hope you are, Scorpio, and take time. When I think about just the energies with this card, this is with it being Mercury and Cancer, this is that energy. Mercury is how we think, how we communicate, and I feel that we should be, or it would benefit you, Scorpio, to be talking abundantly to yourself, talking about all the amazing things that you've done and how far you've come and all the ways that you've grown. And look at every time, look at me, Queen of Wands, tearing it up. Really, Scorpio, get yourself geeked up during this time. You are king of the mountain. The Queen of Wands, who's the king of the mountain. Look at that. You just embodied all roles. You're just doing it. So, do it well, Scorpio. More. Let's see what else we got here. Do your thing and be proud in your energy. I'm with it, and I hope that makes sense, because this is, Scorpio, you're heating up. And Scorpio, more. This Three of Discs here, it's going to be some work. This thing that's going down, yes, where I see mad abundance. Abundance just don't fall out of the sky, not yet. you start putting in that work, bring an umbrella, well, really bring a bucket, because it is going to start coming. And even thinking with this, more Capricorn energy. This one is Mars in Capricorn. And so look at that. Look at how you're lining up. We're going with the fluctuations, we're understanding the changes, and now we're putting in the work. We're being adaptable. We're flowing with this energy, Scorpio. And I tell you, just really just kind of where things are going. You. Let's get to the next one. Yeah, we're done here. Let's get to the big one, your other ruler. And this is the one that's about to really change the game. I get chills every time I talk about it. Pluto in Aquarius is going to be happening, what's today? The 21st? We got 2 days. Don't panic. Get pumped. All this, get pumped, because this is the kind of energy that we're going to need, Scorpio. Because now Pluto's going to be doing a lot this year, really within the next few months. Pluto's going to enter Aquarius on the 23rd of March and will be there until June 11th. And then he'll retrograde back into Capricorn for the rest of the year, and then move fully into Aquarius on the 21st of January 2024, so next year. But during that time, Scorpio, that little pocket that we're gonna get, we're gonna feel that. Like, that's just, I feel like, Pluto's gonna, setting the tone. He's dropping the flavor. And, this, take this as it resonates, Scorpio. But for me, I feel like that this is the beginning of like a communal and technological revolution. Things are, I mean, with what we got, all this AI and stuff, I mean, but the last time something like this happened, this was around the time of like I want to say it was like around the time of like the Declaration of Independence, and like the innovation was just like booming. Like, and it's just like it was just a really prolific time, those 20 years. So like that type of stuff is getting ready to happen. Even talking about government stuff, there's probably going to be some big changes during government, however that's looking. But I feel that with it moving into Aquarius, Aquarian energy is very much about the collective. They're all about networking, humanitarianism. This is a time, Scorpio, we banding together. And I love that you got the family card here, Scorpio. You are so in sync with the energies right now. I hope you understand that. But absolutely building a family right now, a soul family. This is going to be the time. This is where I feel the energies are moving. The rules are getting ready to change, Scorpio. Your energy is about to come through strong. Pluto means business. And, let's get some cards on this. Let's talk about your oracle card here, because this is what I really, and I love what's going to be with how this is ending, Scorpio. But let me stay focused. So you got the fourth card of Leo here, more heat, and this is the family card, your soul tribe card here, and this is a card of loyalty, faithful, or allegiance, parents, children, siblings, fidelity, commitment, trust, affection. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Trust, affection, support systems, origins, tribe, dependable, sincere, and kindred spirits. So, Queen of Swords, the Chariot. And, okay, so let's see. So with this, just starting off, Scorpio, this is going to be, I feel like, a good time, with all this transformations going down. There may be it may be a bit of a shock at first, there may be, who knows how this is going to look. So I do feel that it's good to have, a good support system around us at this time, just good energy around us, and making sure that we're just around people with whom we trust and who we know is trying to raise the vibration, and just being mindful of just like intentions. This is going to be an interesting time, because I'm just kind of looking at your cards here with the Eight of Cups. There may be, this card can be a card of indolence, but it's also a card of letting things go and moving and realizing that with this, where this age is going, we're gonna need to keep it moving, with the Chariot. But the Eight of Cups, this is one of those things that if we drag our feet during this time and, if we're having troubles embracing this change, it's not that I don't feel that it's going to be hard, or you're going to be going through like a lot of struggles, but it's like, imagine it, Eight of Cups, imagine if we're not letting go, it's like trying to go up the down escalator. That's what Eight of Cups is doing. If we're doing Eight of Cups during this time, that's what it's going to feel like. It's like we're putting in way more effort than is needed. This is a time to really get an understanding of what's going down with the energies right now, of where your instincts are trying to lead you. God, Buddha, Jesus, however you connect to the source. Really tuning into that and having that understanding of head and heart. The Queen of Wands, watery part of air. Water dealing with emotions, air dealing with intellect. Having all that stuff lined up, Scorpio. Really being and visualizing yourself in this energy. in seeing, what that next chapter looks like. What do you want to be? Where do you want this journey to go? And then start applying some of those things, being steeped in that energy. Because the Chariot, I love this Chariot. The Chariot is a card of victory, of triumph, of getting over tough times, all of that. But I like this Chariot because most chariots, I feel that they're usually in motion. They're going through the situation right now where he's meditating on his victory. He's got his holy grail right here, and we're just reflecting on this win. And I feel that this is, we're talking about reflecting on the win. When we're going through these transitions and these evolutions, it's not about just focusing on what areas we want to improve. We want to see what areas that we know are working, that are hitting, and how do we keep that consistency? How do we keep that strong energy that we got down? How's that going to support this newer energy that we're trying to strengthen here? That's where this is going down here. And Scorpio, where yes, this is something that we're gonna go through by ourselves. Sometimes there are certain parts of this journey that we go, that are individual, but there are other parts of it where it is nice to have others with us and to kind of, have like someone who's, and this could be a friend, a partner, however that's looking, a family member, a pet, a plant, just I don't know about a plant, but I don't see why not. I got old Freddie over here and she's good company. But just making sure that we have a good support system at this time too, and that in whatever direction that you're trying to take your life, that people are supporting that, and then, vice versa, Scorpio, that, if they got wherever everyone else is going, that you're, simpatico, family, more. I like that. All right, let's get to, and while we're talking about all this compassionate energy, this is going to be a lovely little thing to kind of end on here, because you got Pisces energy now. And we have Saturn in Pisces and then the lovely Neptune in Pisces. And let's start with Neptune, just because we were talking about all that familiar energy. Neptune has been chilling in Pisces for a while. Neptune is at home, so Neptune takes her time in every sign. But now I feel like she's been in Pisces for quite a while, and she'll be in Pisces until 2025 as well. But Neptune in Pisces is just like, both of those signs are just so compassionate. There's just like, it's just limitless compassion. And the value of like really kind of coming together and forming a family and just like tribe is, really kind of shines through. At least it has been, the last. Neptune stays in the sign about, I want to say it's about 14 to 17 years. I want to say, I have to double check on that one. But this is also a good time too, or at least it has been a great time for getting in touch with spirituality. And because, Neptune is very mystical, very, can deal with fantasies and all of that. But so this was just great energy of just coming together and just really kind of just doing a little forecasting and seeing where things may go, here over the next couple of years. I do feel that really that camaraderie and that coming together and, being, an age of love and really compassion, all that is going to be very important for of where the trajectory of the energies are going. I feel that if that love, that compassion is really locked in there, then I feel that the energies are going to be just really just wonderful. And I think that's going to be a nice little pairing too, because with Saturn in Pisces, Saturn just entered Pisces this month on the 7th of March. And will be in Pisces until like May of 2025. But this is a perfect time. And when I was talking about the spirituality, work with this Neptune and Pisces energy to get in touch, to kind of look within. With all this soul searching and journeying that you're about to do, Scorpio, take advantage of this. This, this really does kind of make sense. Thinking with, the water signs are going to be, I feel like, are going to be kind of really affected by this, by at least Saturn being in Pisces. And then the air signs are really going to feel this stuff with Pluto going into Aquarius. But with all this stuff that's going down here, Scorpio, all this transformative energy, abundance, you know, connect with any dreams that you have right now. This is a great time to get any details about anything that you've been wanting to do up until now and getting that stuff started, because you know, during this time you might be feeling a little restless, a little anxious, and maybe even having trouble sleeping, you know. And that's something too, Scorpio. You know, you're such an intuitive sign. If you're noticing something, maybe your dreams have been maybe active, you know, maybe start doing like a dream journal. Maybe your answers are somewhere in the stars somewhere. Who knows, Scorpio? But this is, you know, with all this inspirational energy, there's still also a lot of this mystical, spiritual energy that we can work with as well. So be in that, Scorpio, because you got your oracle card here, the 7th card of Aries is the kerosene card, and that's, you know, it's time to put some fuel on these dreams, Scorpio, and get this stuff lit, because this card means you have, let's see, what do we got? Hold on, Scorpio. Okay, so this card means aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined, fuel, courageous. What else? Wait. Determined, fuel. Oh, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile. Oh, volatile solution, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel, and hot. And I mean, this whole row has been nothing but hot. You know, like this whole thing, I feel like, has been fueled. Wow. Let's, okay. Because a little more abundance for you here. Empress just dropping more coins, nine of pentacles. And then you got Libra's card here, justice, and then we got the 5 of wands. And Scorpio, you know, Scorpio, I will say one thing, you know, before we get on to where your path is going. Just thinking about this dice card and this kerosene card coupled or trined with the adjustment card here. The adjustment card can deal with legal matters. And so just a little sidebar. This is not going to resonate with everyone, but if we are in some sort of legal thing right now, maybe we took a gamble on something, got into some kind of weirdness, you know, making sure that we take care of that. One, you know, just kind of look out for just any sort of, you know, like just being mindful that the situation doesn't get out of hand. I feel like with the kerosene card kind of popping up, and then you got the 5 of wands, kind of a card of like frustration, strife, kind of real hot energy. So just something to be mindful of if we're going through some kind of legal thing right now, you know. But I do feel that for some others, you know, and even just in general, Scorpio, you might be feeling a little unbalanced right now, or imbalanced. You know, you're going through an adjustment period right now. Things are changing. We're all going through it, Scorpio. I mean, this is like a big generational shift. This month is going to be a lot, and it's going to take take a little bit longer to just kind of get working in this stuff here. But this is a time, Scorpio, I really feel like, you know, yeah, the 9 of disc, this is a card of gain. This is time to really kind of invest in yourself and to focus on you and what it is that you want to do right now, and how can you... Oh, you know what, Scorpio, I think we can... Are we any more? Okay, you know what, Scorpio, we can shift back over. But yeah, Scorpio, this is going to be a time for you to really kind of invest in yourself and focus on the things that you love and see where that takes you. Because, I mean, Scorpio, this is mad abundance, you know. Other than some, you know, like a couple little things to be mindful of, you know, keeping it moving, and, you know, be aware of, you know, any sort of like... Just be aware of any kind of red flags, and, you know, learning from our lessons here. I feel like this can be an energy just full steam ahead this month, see where this take you. I feel like be ready, and even in this too, maybe if we haven't had a chance to get some rest, maybe take some time and rest up, Scorpio, because if we're not already in something right now, things aren't already starting to heat up, I feel like things are coming, definitely. So, and again, that's not me to get you worried or anything. That's for me. You really get pumped because it's all going to start making sense here in a minute, Scorpio. Just give it a few more moments. I do. There's something. Higher self and you are cooking up something brilliant. So I'm excited to see where that goes. But I think I'm gonna leave that there, Scorpio. I hope you liked that. I enjoyed that. Give it a thumbs up if something resonated with you, and share this, Scorpio. I feel like all Scorpios, go get your abundance, like really. And Scorpio, don't be afraid to just get out there. This could be, and however that travel is looking like for you. Explore. I actually heard a reader say something interesting that I kind of liked when it comes to exploration and that. He had even mentioned, when it comes to travel, even doing it like, traveling in your mind, this could be like doing a deep dive, learning, new skills, picking up a book, learning a course, those are uncharted waters, it's a new type of out of your comfort zone. So just something to think about, if we felt like we haven't even learned, if we've just been wanting to learn a language, make more time to read. I don't know, Scorpio, have fun with this time. And then if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell button. You get notified when I release videos each week. And then social media, I am on. My biggest one that I've been kind of working on is Insight Timer. It's a meditation app, free app. You can get premium if you want. We don't have any kind of relationship or anything. But I've been working with it for years. And I made a group on there I created a group called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. And it's just a little spot to, as of right now, to just I drop affirmations daily there, or you can put any kind of encouraging messages. It's just a little place to just kind of raise the vibration, or if you just need a little pocket of positivity, come through, scroll through, pick a mantra and take it with you, But it's just a good place, safe space to just kind of raise the vibration. And hopefully down the line as the group grows, I want to do, you can schedule meditation groups, and I think that would be just a fun time to just kind of meditate all together, or if we happen to be listening to some healing music together, you can send a thanks for meditating with me. It'd just be a good old time. So check that out. I'll figure out how to get it on the other social platforms, but it's Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. So definitely check that out, Scorpio. And then lastly, you got one of the hottest ticket for the chariot and friends. But not that you needed a ticket, Scorpio. But if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, wherever, Mars, come check out the Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping, down in the description box below. But let me get you a surprise card here so I can get you out of here. Wow, Scorpio. You are going to be so freaking enlightened. It's unreal. Look at you, Hierophant. And then let's get a card from over here, because why not? Symphony. Look at you, because look at what's orchestrating for you right now, Scorpio. I just got chills. Symphony card. Harmony, synergy, co-create, assembly, organized structure, contribute, team, collaborate, precise, arrangement, order, lead, follow, organization, perform, display, and cohesion. So Scorpio, Taurus's card for the win. Come on, Scorpio, come on. This is Taurus's card for the win. So listen, that little synchronicity right there, that's enough. Listen, Hierophant, you are getting ready to be wise. You're getting ready to go through a level up. Maybe this is something where you're getting ready to find a teacher. Maybe this is a situation where you're getting ready to become the teacher. But Scorpio, in either instance, there's going to be mad growth for you, because even as the teacher, as you're teaching new stuff, you're whatever fresh mind that you're working with is going to come with the perspectives with New perspectives that's the map card, that you may not have thought of, and it's going to help you grow your skill and then hone your craft. And then Scorpio, you sage, mystic, go out there. I have not, how long did I keep you? Oh yeah, we're done here. You go meditate on this, and I'll see you. I'll see you on the. I'll see you for Taurus season. I'm excited to see where this growth's going to go. So, you stay safe out there on your travels, your journey, whether it be outward, inward, wherever. Scorpio, be safe out there. And seriously, you're about to raise this vibration to. I don't know where you're about to raise this vibration to, Scorpio, but I mean through the roof. Wow. I will catch you. Well, I was like, what else can I call you? You shaman. On the next one. You priest. Later.